Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grimm, and today we'll be continuing our Let's Play of Detective Grimoire and the Secret of the Swamp. So I would like to clear things up. This is not the first game in the series. I was wrong about that last episode. The first game in the series is simply called Detective Grimoire. However, it was originally made in the Flash for Newgrounds. And in an interview, or was it a podcast, I forget which. On a podcast in 2022, the developers themselves stated that it was non-canon to the series, and even though Sally and the other little girl mentioned meeting Grimoire at the first game's location, which was a circus, it's still non-canon to the series, and it's just a little thing in the background, basically. Just a little wink, basically, for the game. Other than that, yeah, this technically is still the first game in the series, so I technically wasn't wrong about that. Anyways, other than that, got nothing else to talk about for right now, so let's talk to this nerd.
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat, my sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking
Bro.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook. I'm doing a drawing of your
I'm
beautiful.
doing a drawing of your beautiful face.
So, your job.
If you're not a tourist, and you don't work here...
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
So, you're visiting the museum. For fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah,
Okay.
What kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology, a fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have
He
met
has
so
a
far.
filing cabinet.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Thanks. Folder's file. Information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. Boggy's swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance had changed from the original sketches, in which he had 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead, to make him less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that the information is out there somewhere. Interesting. Well, it's also more kid-friendly for a tourist attraction. So, what happened last night?
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah. Were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I used a lockpick in getting through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
You should have more respect for the dead. That's what I was trying to say. The lockpick I found near the treehouse? Yeah, the treehouse.
The lockpick I found near the treehouse might belong to Agent Folder. Maybe I just need... Did somebody tell me about this lockpick already? The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
So,
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
interrogate.
So, what are we showing Folder now? Where did I find this again?
Wait. Yeah, here.
I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost
You
in the
lost your
swamp.
lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Okay, you're fucking hiding something. You're lying. I know you're lying, bitch.
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
Fucking shut up.
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
And the fucking dude, you're a bitch.
You're wasting your precious time, Detective.
I don't know why I
This file goes
hate
over
this
some
guy.
basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really.
Honestly, he's right about that.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
No shit.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Real quick, that's all a cryptid means? I thought cryptid meant like a mythological creature, which I guess wouldn't be recorded in science. Whatever, continue.
Now you're catching on.
And their conversation gets proved. What the
I've
fuck,
never
man?
seen that before, and I never want to see it again. An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
Okay.
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
You're literally wearing leggings right now, bitch. I see you. I know those are pants. Or are they leggings?
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already. Oh, yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime.
Why the fuck do you think I'm asking you questions, idiot?
Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
Yeah, and I'm the boss around here, so shut up.
This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
I'm the detective, you're the suspect. So what do you say about yourself?
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
That's fucking you, idiot.
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
Okay, you're kind of right about that one.
The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
You're too fucking suspicious.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though. Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place. I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit. It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
These flippers, they're not part of the museum's exhibit, that's for sure.
Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did.
Swamps are nasty, man.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago. In a different location.
Huh?
It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place.
Ah.
It's a poster
Why it's
from the old
slanted.
Boggy cartoon show.
It was an actual cartoon. What the fuck?
Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorers 60 years ago. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp. Apparently, this is a really cramped museum. Just one room. Not worth the admission price.
You actually had to pay? That sucks.
So, the real swamp creature had claws, 3 on each hand to be precise. Why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead?
Costume, eh? Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. Man, that had a lot. We got like 9% just from that place.
This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase.
Oh, and this is the tree house.
And this
okay.
place is so weird.
I think it's cool.
Looks like this stuff in the water has been moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
Let me get, yeah, it's definitely the footprint, whatever. Oh, okay, I got it. So you gotta line it up. There's 2 sets of footprints. Line this up here. This here. This here. And finally this right here.
I recognize that footprint. It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
Interesting.
This staircase is and this... the rock path leading back towards the museum. It's like a little forest back here.
I mean, that's basically what swamp is. Just a murky forest in the water.
The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place.
Ooh, another
Once they're on
puzzle.
the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Alright. Let me try this.
Perfect. I am amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses. The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading. Though, I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually.
How about knitting?
There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore. This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's
Who
so
knows?
old-fashioned it hurts my brain.
That's kind of rude.
I'm indoors. What a treat. Check out that sunlight beaming through the window.
I meant to look at pants, whatever. Hello.
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention, but I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
Nope.
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you.
All right.
I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
So what's your
What
job?
do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born. And I have
How old are
absolutely
you?
nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have you been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
What about
Remember
this
that
little
flower?
chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
How do you do that?
Chemistry.
So the chemistry set. Flower book, a page from Weybridge's book of pressed flowers, contained information about all the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. And I think we've seen this one already. The green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. What about last
Your
night?
job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Yep.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
What about everyone else?
Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Okay, Echo?
I'm not even sure who that is. You should ask someone else. Show it to someone who doesn't. A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse. I heard she wasn't so keen on visitors, though.
How interesting. I'll make sure to remember that when I meet her. Oh, wait.
I'm not even sure who...
What about Boggy?
You should ask someone. I have nothing good to say about that man.
And
So
people
I
here
won't
don't
say
like him.
anything at all.
You know what? Fair enough. I was about to say, what's on this
Let's see.
lockpick?
First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron. Then tap the faucet.
Okay.
And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
I'm guessing blue and yellow.
Got it!
Color theory.
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Alright, let's do another one.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample, then tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of...
Is it the same again? I mean, all of these were in the swamp.
Got it! Now I know. I'll write it down. That looks pretty similar to last time.
Exactly. So it's obvious that the leggings and the lockpick were in swamp. What about
Let's
the gloves?
see. First thing we do, then tap the phone.
Okay, Grimoire, we get it.
And now... Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. Is that the same as last time? This was the exact same liquid.
So, all three of these were in the swamp. Good to know.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
Oh,
I
60
know what
years.
it is.
I thought you might.
You can put that away. I can't help you with it. No, thank you.
Okay.
If you bring me something with liquid on it, I might be able to help you.
So nothing else for...
You can put... They're samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And 1 of them only grows around the museum. No, thank you.
Alright, I'll head out.
I'm in...
Actually, let me... Oh, wait. I meant to look at her bed. It looks comfy.
A little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. I'm indoors.
Alright, let's head out. So what's this way? Oh, the cafe. And let me guess, if we go down here, we just made a full circle. Perfect.
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
Ooh.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Definitely more sinister. These look like designs for a Boggy costume. What's going on around here? With the gloves, feet. I see. There's 5 pieces in total. We found the leggings, the hands, so now we just gotta find the chest, the feet, and the head. Like I said, it's a costume.
Are we really
I knew it all.
talking about a swamp creature here?
Costume design. The costume design I found in track explains what.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can
Well, I
find
found
that,
part of it.
there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Yep. Detective Grimoire, Chapter 2, A Deadly Disguise.
I have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although,
I already think of a
recommend
door.
you try it on the office door.
Remington's office?
Like I said, I bet.
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe.
Okay.
A shipwreck? In a swamp? Does that make any sense? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side?
I don't know, go with it.
The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship, I think. Never really learned much about ships.
Well, they're made of wood, so maybe not part of the ship, but
Grass, trees, nothing unusual.
fair enough.
Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink.
Go to a
Seriously,
cafe
I'm not
then.
doing that.
Yeah, you probably get some bacteria in your stomach after.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be
I
offended.
like this guy.
You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find this swamp to be your greatest challenge.
I love challenge. I challenge for
love
breakfast.
challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
I'm supposed to look to the past, right? Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Yeah, 60 years, right? The first. Your job.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
Interesting.
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one
Bog
nearly
dog?
every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well,
And
thanks
that's
for
what
the
made
information.
Mr. Remington
You've been a real
sick.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like...
Ah.
It looks... Well, I'll try some. Later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock
That's
recently.
what was on the
I
costume.
can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Richard Remington feeling ill after a bog dog. Wait, what? Oh, a bog dog was the reason that Richard Remington fired selling birth.
Richard Remington was the reason that Hopper sold him a bog dog. I think that...
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let me see. The murdered victim. No, I don't think it was a bog dog. Oh, wait a minute.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him some swamp juice. Ooh, that's nearly...
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Richard Remington
There we go.
left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Yep. So about last
You're going
night.
to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you
That's
have
true.
anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton stuff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Yeah, it's a bit too soon there.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know!
Not yet.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
The green powder, obviously.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Yeah. Why would it need swamp juice?
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with. He don't know every... I can't help you with that one.
Sorry.
Why don't you show that to someone else? He don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry. Why don't you show that to someone else?
Okay. Swamp
It's the
juice?
most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks.
Yep, we know.
It
Bog
was
dog.
Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, that's definitely the poison.
You don't know everything. I can't help you with that. Why don't you show that? You don't know everything. You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Yep. Well, only 8.
It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently, which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what everyone likes to eat, nothing of real importance.
Okay, right now I'm thinking Echo. I'm thinking Echo did it. because it would be too obvious with him with the lockpick. And it seems like he really did lose it, or he could be lying. I'm talking about Folder though. But then Echo just sticks out a bit too much.
I don't know very much about them.
Wait, what did he say about himself?
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Oh, nothing about himself.
I don't know what to say. I don't know very much about them. He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Okay.
You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The
Oops.
cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
But can you actually answer that question?
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Swamp Juice, a popular drink sold by the cafe in Boggy's Bod, has the appearance of strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of Swamp Juice have disappeared from the stock recently. Alright, let's go back to... What's her name again? Lady Weybridge. But yeah, let's try to do her
Someone
challenge.
Please well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home.
Oh, I didn't even scan it. Oops. Hello.
I
Boggy
found these
costume.
designs for a Boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman. I'm not even sure who that is.
Man, you're kind of a dick.
You can put that away.
Bog
No,
dog?
thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it either.
Let's see. First,
Yeah. That's 4 times this episode, dude. We don't need to hear the explanation.
and now we just...
Same answer
Got
every
it.
time.
Now I know what... I'll write it down in my notes. What's going on here? That was definitely the same as the other tests.
So weird. Anyways, challenge time.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were the original founder.
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then, I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He
Aw.
left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back. What's this?
The monster only had 2 toes
Footprints.
and a spike in the back. It's like a fuck. It's like a bird's foot. Missing journal page. The lost page ripped out of the explorer's journal, given to Weybridge by the explorer 60 years ago. 60 years ago, sorry. Features a drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. I was right, she is 80. Also features drawings of Boggy's feet and footprint. He has 2 toes at the front and 1 in the back. This page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy. Oh.
He drew me into his journal. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
I bet it's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yes?
Are you going to tell me?
No.
Oh. Is it a romantic story? I don't know. I hope they clear it up. Seems cute. Alright.
It feels like I've stepped into nighttime. What happened to the sun? It feels like I wouldn't be using this old rope bridge if I had a choice. I've seen the movies, I know what happens.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry.
It feels like I've...
Oh, there she is.
Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
No.
I'm getting a new idea. It involves ignoring you.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's go talk to this bitch.
So, is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
Yeah, like I said, just Folder, he's annoying, but I don't think it's him.
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
Yeah, because it's flowers, you'd actually have to go outside for that.
You're wasting your precious time. I've never seen... If I cared about that person... Next time, only show me something if it's important.
And she has a missing page,
I
idiot.
found these designs for a Boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's You know, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way anyone would believe... Nothing but foolishness.
Yeah, shut up. Alright, let's get out of here. Ugh, I still find it so nasty putting his feet into the swamp. Ugh.
I found these designs for a costume, a Boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
Ah, the philosophical type.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before. What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's great.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry I have not...
Yeah, blah blah blah.
What is it? Some evidence? That's the food I...
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
That's great. I'm sorry. I really don't have an opinion. My apologies. You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody different.
Alright. Now you.
What can you tell me about these designs for a Boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your Boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
Huh.
Man, that's gonna look like shit.
You won't be getting very far. If you want to know... I don't really... You won't be getting very far discussing that. If you want an autograph... I don't really have... You won't be getting... If you want an autograph... I don't really have time to... You want me to sign a photograph for you? I'm a busy man, and this doesn't look like it's worth my time. I simply don't have time to help you with this.
God almighty.
The world's premier director.
of
The king
course.
of wit and whimsy. You met him. You're a lucky man.
Oh, I sure am.
He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. You want me to sign a photograph for you? I'm a busy man, and... Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years, and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
Sure it is.
Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday. That was just a one-off, wasn't it?
Well,
For
he doesn't get any
him,
more
I think so,
chances.
yes.
Sorry, Grimoire. I was trying to say, well, for him, he won't get any more chances.
Ah,
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A Boggy
it's
costume.
Boggy. I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent.
Oh, whoa.
You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you
Is it 100 years?
seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
What can you...
Oh, Boggy, he's one of the... I've got some comics in my tent.
Last 100
You
years,
should
yeah.
be- This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
I don't feel like he's a protester, man. He seems a bit too off.
I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have... Show it to... No thanks, I'm afraid...
I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here. And I'm impressed someone would want to. It's a colorful, boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul. It should open if I set the right number.
What's the number? Let me check my notes. I must have picked something up. Oh, we're 66% done. 69% done. Huh.
Not suspicious. Suspicious!
So,
If I find any 4-number combo, make sure to come back here.
You again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt?
Don't let them take him.
Who? The murderer? That's my job. I gotta make sure that
No, the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy. Hey, don't worry. I didn't really believe he could be, responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no. I've always known who the murderer was, and it's not Boggy.
So, he won't get in trouble? He won't have to leave?
Well, he's been out here for what, 60 years, hasn't he? And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well, in that case, he says... Thank you.
And there she goes. Who is that little girl? Finish speaking to the little girl. Okay. Oh, I was reading out the achievement I just got.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these. Where are you keeping all this stuff? Is that one of your clues? I have no idea. Where are... Is that one of your clues? I have no...
Sorry, I just like going through all the options, it just helps.
I can draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
She's not wrong.
Where are you keeping all...
Oh my god, that's funny. I think that actually does happen in the sequel.
Is that your new friend? Sweet. I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
That's true, by technicality. Now... let's check over here. Alright, he's still over here. Now that we talked to everybody and asked him about everything we could, we need to now go back to the office and check out what's in there. Just to see if there's any new clues we can uncover.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes.
Huh?
So, which key should I use in each one?
Oh, wait. Is it the blue and green because they're longer? Okay. The red and yellow were a bit shorter than the blue and green ones. Ooh boy, this place is packed. So you know what? We're gonna end the episode here since we are finally able to open the door. So next time in Detective Grimoire, The Secret of the Swamp, we will be looking for more clues in this creepy ass room and hopefully finally discovering who killed Mr. Remington. Until then, I hope to see all you lovely ladies and gentlemen here next time.